We can use social media to create awareness and enhance visibility of social goodness projects, because since a lot of people are on social media these days, it is important that we use social media to spread or enhance the reach of those projects to the right people. We can also use organizing and scheduling software, because a lot of social goodness projects have a lot of volunteers. So trying to invite them, organize and schedule those volunteers can be a problem. The organizing and scheduling software can also help in reducing administrative and labor costs. Because on a personal level also, whenever I've been engaged in social goodness projects, I've noticed our aim is to try and keep the administrative costs down, so the money can actually flow to the needy rather than being absorbed in administrative costs.
You were saying that you got involved in this because you have been involved in a number of social goodness projects down in Melbourne. Can you just tell me a little bit about those?
Yep, I'm actually involved with a boutique not-for-profit organization called Let's Feed, and we collect food, perishable and non-perishable items both now, and we fill food-related gaps in the society and serve the disadvantaged. And our main aim is to try and reach out to a lot of people, because the more people that are involved, the easier it is for us to collect donations of food from those people. And hence we've found social media working well for Let's Feed.
What are some of the other good things that digital technology can be used for?
Crowdfunding. I would really suggest the use of digital technologies for crowdfunding, because, it's easy to approach a large pool of donors, and those donors could be from any geographic location. For crowdfunding, it can also be used for giving and donating. People have their mobile devices with them all the time, almost all the time. And research has shown that 17% of donations are made via mobile devices. So hence, it is important that we use mobile device apps for giving and donating. In fact, there is a dedicated app that's called the Giving app that can be used by organizations to implement giving and donating.
You were a lecturer in engineering, you were saying. So what changes have you seen in your career?
Well, that's a very interesting question, Inga. Because, see, access to educational material and information technology has become easy via digital technologies. Every educational institution is using some sort of an online platform. And there are social goodness organizations that are democratizing education and making it available to everyone. As an example, I'd like to use Khan Academy. Now, Khan Academy promotes free education for everyone. And what they do is they provide practice exercises and instructional videos online. So that's democratizing education. And that is the changing scenario in education as well. We've got massively online courses, open courses. We'll see that change coming in the future as well. And CQUniversity was recently, earlier in the year, we became Australia's first Changemaker University for Social Innovation. We joined with Ashoka U, and Ashoka U is the world's largest association of social entrepreneurs. And we were Australia's first university to be affiliated with Ashoka U. So that's a positive step in the right direction.
And what does it mean, though, to be a social change university?
Social change maker.
Yeah, social change maker. What does that actually mean?
The university is trying to find innovative and sustainable solutions to meet social needs or problems. Last year we got the award, the Big Issue Award, the use of pallets for building homes. This year, CQUniversity, the Adelaide campus, got an award for permaculture by using open spaces. And we've recently introduced a grad cert in social innovation as well, which helps people to identify social issues and develop plans and practices for resolving social problems.
How do you see digital technologies and social media fitting into that?
See, digital technologies have the scope to provide a very strong positive social and economic impact for organizations, and universities are no different. We encourage our students also to try and explore the development of apps that can be used for social goodness projects.
Where do you think we're heading looking at social goodness and looking at that social change making?
Social goodness, it can be achieved by organizations, but it's not just limited to organizations alone. It is for every individual out there as well. We all have to start thinking of how to develop social enterprises, how to develop socially good campaigns. There could be a campaign, for example, a few years ago, you might remember the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Now, that raised over $100 million. So that was a socially good campaign. We all have to, as individuals and organizations, think of ways of enhancing donations, volunteering. Organizations now have started working towards ethical sourcing of their raw material. And obviously, social innovation in education is something that's not going to stop over the next 5 years. None of this is going to stop. In fact, what we will see is a greater enhancement in all of these issues holistically.